When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
It's owned. The hip-hop community is most likely owned by gay, to be honest with
But do you think there'll be
they're owned by gay. I happen to think there's a gay mafia in hip-hop.
Right.
And if anything happens to me after I bring up this subject, you know what it is.
Comedian Katt Williams used to frequently make headlines for his personal life controversies. Among his mischievous behavior have been public fights and numerous legal issues. The ribcracker has continued to criticize gay talent scouts in Hollywood and those who seek out young, single talents in spite of all these problems. Taylor Swift's Would Have, Should, Could, Demi Lovato's 29 Inches, and Billie Eilish's Your Power, what ties each of them together? These are songs by women who, in their studios, took back their history and exposed the injustices they had to face, raged, and scorched the ground. They are a form of revenge for the young girls that the older men in their lives raised. Singer Jaguar Wright has been aggressively sharing information about notable people in the industry, aside from Katt Williams. A lawyer who once worked with Diddy claimed that Jaguar walked in on R&B singer Christopher Williams giving Puff top back in the day. Jaguar said she went in without hesitation because the door was unlocked. As she walked in, she noticed Christopher Williams performing a fellatio on Puff. The neo-soul singer went on to say that Diddy had asked for the blowjob in exchange for a demo deal, and that Puff's defense was that pressuring a straight man to have oral sex with you is the height of your power. In my building, I'll do whatever the F I want to do. You see, it's power. According to reports, Diddy said, I could make anybody do anything for money if I could make it F my DI. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, addressed Jaguar's accusation on his YouTube channel. Deal said Puff was often sexually flexible and had taken Zebit to a gay bar in the past. He added that, in contrast to Jaguar, he had seen Diddy acting homosexually up close. I was there, so I can say that with certainty. Hey, Gene, keep an eye on that door and make sure nobody comes through, he said. I'll watch over the door, I declared. He made a solid statement, and if I watched the door and he and another man ran out naked, and I said that ain't nobody told me that I saw that myself. I will share with you what I have witnessed over many years. Conjectures on the sexual orientation of the I'll Be Missing You vocalist have been made by pop culture and hip-hop enthusiasts. Naturally, he has denied stories over the years that he is gay or bisexual, but the allegations have remained. Aside from that conversation, numerous readers cited Diddy's earlier admission that he had introduced Usher and other R&B musicians to an adult lifestyle years before they were able to legally become adults. A user wrote, Diddy admitted to trying to get Usher to lose his virginity when Usher was around 14-15 years old, as well as exposing him to older women and a hypersexual lifestyle. They also speculated, let me not stray, I think Usher's relationships with women and his life might have been different had it not been for Mr. Love. It became evident from another story that many people's primary worries are unrelated to Seven's father's alleged membership in the LGBTQ+ community. Fans of X have now taken to Twitter to share their thoughts about the problematic music boss. The initial poster said, the problem is not that Diddy might be gay. The problem is that there have been rumors for years that he uses his closet to take advantage of young men and women in the industry, offering things in exchange for sexual dominance and favors. That's the issue. Someone else stated, when Usher was about 14 or 15 years old, Diddy admitted to exposing him to older women, a hypersexual lifestyle, and trying to get him to lose his virginity. Not to deviate from the subject, but I believe that Usher's relationships with the women in his life might have been different if Mr. Love had never happened. It's going to be fire, surviving Diddy, a third person exclaimed. In May of this year, a TikTok video with rappers and singers discussing Puff Daddy's crazy and scandalous all-male parties was released. There were also questions about the rapper's heterosexuality throughout the movie. The video opens with an interview with Jamie Foxx talking about Scene Puffy Combs' purportedly covert events for young men. The Oscar winner went into a coma around the same period, which prompted some internet users to assume that Diddy tried to pull him out after he came out as gay. A user posted, Jamie Foxx is still in the hospital after what appears to be a stroke or brain attack at the age of 55. Was Jamie Foxx targeted for murder because he came out against Diddy? Another fan responded, rappers like 50 Cent made fun of Puffy about the kinds of parties he'd throw where there were all men and supposedly even younger men, as it happened with Usher when he went to Flavor Camp. Diddy's closest friend and another alleged Hollywood groomer is Jay Z. For years, rapper Jay Z lied about having an affair with Beyonce, whom he eventually wed. Jay Z appears to possess other unscrupulous elements. The news that Jay prefers young girls is concerning. It is reported that the singer pursued teenage girls far into his late 20s. There was a report that he had chased Foxy Brown, who was 15 at the time, as an adult. Brown was listed as the source. After talking with Jay Z, she removed the account because she was terrified of the violent felon and woman beater. Rumors that Jay had sex with singer Rihanna when she was still a minor have long tormented the music industry. When Rihanna was in her 30s and Jay was 16, they signed. Rihanna is in her 30s now. It's said that Jay lied when he said he was in his 40s. In 2018, when industry insiders said that Beyonce, Jay-Z's wife, was also lying about her age, and that the rapper was already in his mid-50s, Beyonce was actually in her mid-40s. There was criticism directed at Jay-Z's purported relationship with singer-turned-reality star Terry Murray, who is presently in her 30s. Terry was also signed by Jay-Z when she was 16, and he took advantage of his influence to trick her into giving him the credit. After Jay-Z destroyed their career with terrible management, bad song choices, and inaccurate imagery, Terry and another of his girlfriends, Bridget Kelly, would go on to star in the reality series Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Additionally, according to industry reports, Jay had slept with the late singer Aaliyah when she was still a minor. Speaking of which, the rapper worked with well-known music industry pedo R. Kelly on an album and tour. Kelly got Aaliyah married under false pretenses when she was 15 and he was 27 by providing her with a fake ID card. Her parents' enraged declaration ended the marriage. Like birds of a feather, presumably, flocked together. Nas spoke with Wendy Williams in a freshly unearthed 2002 exchange that took place shortly after the public release of R. Kelly's contentious sex tape featuring a juvenile. A 2002 video with Wendy Williams interviewing Nas resurfaced recently, amid the ER. Kelly docuseries that went viral. This is Nas and Wendy discussing R. Kelly, the controversial musician, soon after the public release of the infamous sex tape between the singer and a minor. Nas's 2001 album Stillmatic, which featured the diss track Ether, aimed at Jay-Z and regarded by many as one of the greatest hip-hop diss tracks, was released a few months before to the interview. Wendy was informed by Nas that he believed Jay was aware of Kelly's transgressions. You can't claim that Jay didn't witness a 14-year-old girl enter the studio and take a seat on RR. Kelly's lap, Nas continued. I could have displayed photographs of Jay hanging out and made fun of the ER. Kelly video that everyone is talking about, Nas said. You're going to tell me he didn't see any girl, 14 years old, come into the area? The rapper continued. You saw it fall apart. I had a conversation with R. Kelly. Together, we've gone on tours. I didn't see the 14-year-old, but after talking to the father, I saw a minor problem. I pray for Kelly, he said, adding that she needs help. I'm here for the people. My goal is to tell the truth. Another close buddy of Diddy's who has broken the law is singer Aaron Hall. Hall became well-known recently after doing an unusual throwback interview with Vlad TV. The R&B artist is now involved in a new case against Diddy filed under the Adult Survivors Act. The action was filed recently in relation to Diddy's third claim of sexual assault. Cassie, the singer and former girlfriend of Diddy, made her first lawsuit public on social media, and since then, 3 additional lawsuits have been filed against the media tycoon. Those who have known Aaron Hall for a long time are aware of his peculiar conduct, even if it seems as though he has moved on. From calling his former bandmate and producer Teddy Riley a square to accusing ER. Kelly of stealing his swag in the early 1990 essay allegation that is up for debate Aaron Hall has been vocal about his dislike of other R&B singers. To put things in perspective, Aaron's peculiar behavior has been influenced by a series of unfortunate incidents in his life. Not only had he survived a shooting, but he had also escaped a stabbing. To make matters worse, Aaron lost his firstborn child shortly after his birth, witnessed his mother being hit by a drunk driver on Christmas Day, and was eventually charged with assault in 1995. As a result of violating his probation, he was sentenced to 11 months in Rikers Island Prison in New York City. Furthermore, he has been involved in several well-publicized legal battles with Gloria Velez, the mother of his kid and a previous YouTube sensation whom he hasn't seen in over 15 years. The top of the assault industry clearly make up Diddy's inner circle, therefore Katt Williams and the others are correct to call them out. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to like and comments. Also subscribe our channel for more videos.